So I decided I want to go for a gap year to France and work on farms. And so I left on my own. My parents said goodbye to me at the airport, and I went to Zurich in Switzerland and then to Barcelona. And from Barcelona I took a bus to Perpignan in France. I decided to go to France because I have a French passport because my grandpa was French, and I decided I want to learn French. I took it as a subject for high school and I'm now learning French. It's pretty cool and I'm happy I did it. Honestly, it was pretty fun to go in a plane on my own for the first time. I wasn't scared about missing my family or anything. It was pretty chilled. The only thing that got me a bit on my nerves was when I realized I only had 1 hour to get to my next flight to Barcelona. So I was running through the airport in Switzerland and I really can't speak German. So luckily most people understood English at the airport, so it was easy to get there. And yeah, the flight was pretty smooth. I got my bags, I didn't lose anything. It was nice. And then I took a bus, and the buses are fairly cheap and the trains are really nice in France, and the views in France are very nice. Right now this is Barcelona city. I decided I want to go walking around because I had a lot of time. It's a really nice place that I'm staying at. I've been here for 2 weeks now, and here's me walking on the farm. It's not really a farm, it's like in the mountain, and it's cork trees. It's quite interesting. I do weeding and carrying logs, like David Goggins says. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Me! It's not that fun, but it's hard work. But I mean, 5 hours of work for the rest of the day, free time. Very nice. And I was exploring Argelès-sur-Mer, which is a small town in France near the sea, which is where I stay right now. And this is a little bridge I walk across. And it's actually quite a big town. Like when they said a small town, I was thinking, okay, there's gonna be like one supermarket, like in the Eastern Cape in South Africa. But you know, there was quite a few supermarkets and hypermarkets, so it was not that small. It was very nice exploring by myself. I even saw an otter for the first time in my life, which was incredibly lucky. The camera footage wasn't great, but yeah. The sea is super cold, but it's very pretty. Like there's no litter on the beach, or not much, compared to Musenberg Beach, where I surf. And yeah, it's very empty, but apparently in the high season of summer, which is what is happening soon, it's gonna be like 10,000 people. This is what the people I'm staying with said. I'm staying with a family. They got 2 kids and everyone's very lovely and kind. It's nice, and I get lots of free food. There's so many baguettes and cheese, but I find it a little bit unhealthy, so I like to eat my oats and yogurt and my eggs and fruit. Here I'm exploring the beach. This is what the town looks like near the sea. It's very windy where I'm staying, like incredibly windy, but today is super calm, so it changes every day. But it's very nice weather today. Apparently it can get like 40 degrees for like 2 weeks or something crazy, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but I don't know. Yo, I have got so many hours of screen time on my phone because I've been trying to learn French, like really trying to learn French. I think I've been spending about 2 hours of Duolingo every day. Oh, there's a wasp. And I've also been using Google Translate and watching a French YouTube video every day. And yeah, I'm really learning and talking with people, talking to the family in French now and then. So yeah, my French level is not very good. Like I really can't understand what people say, but I'm improving. I really am. I'm starting to have more confidence in my speaking, being able to ask some questions now and then, and understanding bits of conversations, which is very happy. It makes me very happy to understand what people are saying. It's like French sounds so high and like an English level that's like that you wouldn't normally say, like so adequate, like those high vocabulary words. It's different. I went on many hikes. I'll put that in a different video because we were right by this area where there are a lot of hikes, and I went on a few like 3-hour hikes on my own after work. Yeah, it's just weeding. I wake up, get ready, and then I eat breakfast, and then I go weeding, and then I come back, we all have lunch together, and then I have the rest of the afternoon free from about 2 o'clock. So that's about, if I go to bed at about 10 o'clock, then I've got about 8 hours free time. So I'm planning on buying a laptop to edit videos better than this. Here I am exploring, they are exploring the sea. As you can see, they had like a jungle gym kind of thing happening. I was quite surprised. It's like probably for a party or something. The beach was very windy, but it's pretty, as I said. And I need the toilet at the beach, so I asked like where to find the toilet, and they were like, "What are you asking?" So I had to repeat again. And this is how I learn. I make mistakes and get embarrassed, and because you got embarrassed, you remember it better. I think that's how you learn. Apparently, the people I'm staying with said that they're not like the average French person. They're not really interested into, like clothes and that kind of stuff. But they do like their baguettes and their fromage. So they are a bit French in that way. And it's nice to see what the life is like in the more rural, like smaller towns in France. I am literally like in the middle of a cork forest kind of thing in the mountains. It's very big. Apparently it's about 6 kilometers radius, so it's enormous. And they've got a dog that follows me when I go walking. And here I had a baguette with cheese, sitting in this village eating it. That's very, very, very nice. I'm getting very bored of baguettes, to be honest. Like, I didn't realize how cheap they are. It's 0.25 euros you can buy a baguette for, which is like 5 rand, I think, which is super cheap. Like, that's a big piece of bread. It's not very healthy, as I've realized. I was trying to visit shops to look in the grocery store and like memorize like what product is what name in French, and I've learned quite a few, so it's nice. Here it is in the park. The park is pretty big. We stay right near a castle with a big park, and I ate some whatever that is, couscous kind of thing, and it was a nice park. There isn't really like a gym equipment or anything, so I just walked around, and they taught me about how to save the environment and how cork trees and how fires are a bad thing for the forest here. And I found this little cage thing with spiders and things. Apparently I didn't see any of those things, but there were a lot of big holes in this cage, so if there were any spiders or locusts or mice, they've definitely escaped. Yeah, and here it is, all in French. You probably won't understand that much. Yeah, it's very peaceful out here. It's very calm. There's not much city life. Apparently this family used to live in Paris when some of the children, both the children I think, were born in Paris, and they say it's like a very trippy-dunt, it's like very fast-paced, busy lifestyle, and here it's more tranquil, calm, so it's quite nice to know that. And I've been having dreams like every night, and I'm telling you, I don't often remember my dreams, and I don't often have dreams, but for some reason, maybe it's because I went away to another country, I don't know, but I've been having dreams every night. Some of them they're kind of like nightmares. Like, some of them are really creepy. Maybe it's because, I don't know, but it's quite nice to have dreams, even if they're not good. And time has been going by so fast, like 2 weeks, so quick. I prefer this to school, 100%. No homework, just the work. That's a bit tough, but it's exercise, kind of physical work, so I can get that done because I like that kind of stuff, even if it's hard. And there are lots of birds and eagles in this area. They call them buzzards, and I literally saw, what's it called again? A marriage happening, literally outside the park, and all the people went to do the marriage at the castle, and they were playing loud music on the speakers, and everyone going, whoo! So it was pretty cool, because you don't have to see that every day. And here's the cars coming in, and lots of people walking towards the marriage. I came just when it was starting, so I didn't know what was happening until I saw everyone dressed pretty fancy, and the bride and the groom and everything, and a lot of cars. It's called a chateau, is a castle in French, and it's private. Like, there's cars parked outside. You can't go into the castle, but you can look at it, and I wonder what it's like to live in it, because it's pretty big. And here I'm exploring Perpignan, which is the bigger city near where I'm staying. You can take a bus to get there. It takes 30 minutes by bus to get there, or train, which is 15 minutes. I prefer train. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's way faster, way more convenient, and sometimes it's cheaper, so it's doubly better. I'm just not a big fan of graffiti, so there is graffiti in South Africa, but I feel like there's more in France. Makes it feel like a bit dirty, a bit dodgy, but honestly, France is pretty safe. That's what they all say. Even if it feels like lots of people are smoking and staring at you, it's fine. They're probably just saying hello in French, but I don't know. I also saw this big palace. I didn't go into it because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it. Most people would be like, oh my goodness, it's a palace, I gotta see it. But I was like, I want to check out the shops and things. So I had other things in my mind. It was pretty big, and I just explored the outside area of the palace, but didn't go in. I didn't know if it cost money or not. I use Google Maps to get around and Google Translate to learn like what signs on the street mean and what. And I found this seagull making weird funny noises, so I tried to copy it. I don't often hear seagulls making that kind of noise, so it was pretty rare. And yeah, I kind of stalked it, and it got a bit creeped out and flew into the pole. This is a cemetery where I was filming this. Probably not a good idea to film in a cemetery, but I saw these seagulls, so it was funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like walking by myself in the nature, and I use Duolingo, Google Translate while I'm walking, or I just, enjoy the nature. It's pretty peaceful. I'm usually not allowed to walk by myself in South Africa because my parents say it's a bit dangerous or you might get your ankle broken, but here, nobody's going to stop me. Even if it's bad or dangerous, I'll learn the hard way. Nobody's going to stop me. But hopefully my parents don't see that. I got onto the back of the Camino, the truck. He let me join on. It was good timing when I was walking back home. He said, hop on, and I got a ride. It was super bumpy. I was scared I was going to drop my camera, but it was really fun, and I'm grateful I was allowed to go on. And it made my day, and it was a good experience. And here we're approaching the house I'm staying in currently, so you can see what it's like. It's a really big house. There's like 2 floors downstairs, and it's built for like many people. So I know a lot of people don't want to go on a gap year, but I just wanted to improve my French, and I'm glad I did it. And I'll see how it goes. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.